All right. Since I can talk, let's talk about Kendrick Perkins and his hot take. One thing I used to hate when I worked in major media is you'll come in there, there's an intern there that's supposed to do all the dirty work, that is working for an assistant producer, that's working for the head producer, that's working for the coordinated producer, that's working for the manager, whatever. And everybody's just trying to get a hot take. And I'm like, what's a hot take? And I hate it. It just sounds corny, even saying a hot take. You mean what I think about this damn question? That's a hot take? Well, Kendrick Perkins had a hot take. Ooh, I'm over here shaking. He said that the Celtics not winning the championship this season will be the end of the Tatum Brown duo. I remind you that the leader of that duo is Jayson Tatum, my son's favorite player. Seems like all the itty bitties are now either with Steph Curry or they starting to slant over there towards Jayson Tatum. Watch out, y'all. Yeah, Ja Morant, you missed out with your gunplay. So the kids are switching over from Steph Curry because they know he's getting a little old and he ain't shimmying as much because he's old right now. And they look at Jayson Tatum, they're like, whoa, that's a sweet game. He's only 25 years young. And the magic age in the NBA for winning your first championship seems to be 27, because that's when a lot of the greats first got their first championship, including Michael Jordan. So to me, it's a rash reaction. It's kind of fast to say that Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown must be broken up already. But let's get into the story. Well, he said that they won't be teammates again unless they win the title because they already been to the finals before and lost. And he didn't care about what they did in that Game 7 that we saw them get beat up and blown out in, right? So doesn't matter what happened in the results of that if it's not a championship. Here's his quote. If Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum don't get to the finals and complete the mission, I believe this year will be the last time we will see those guys together. I don't give a damn what they say. What does he say at the end of his tweets? Oh, damn, I forget it. Perk out? No, he said, carry on. That's right. All right, so that is a hot take. Interesting. Well, let's see how hot it is. Well, Tatum ain't going nowhere. You already know that because he's Jayson Tatum. You are not giving away the centerpiece of your franchise. So Tatum stays still. But let's talk a little bit about Jaylen Brown. Is he going somewhere? There's been some conversations, some rumblings that he could be on the move this summer, due for an extension, but the guard would get paid more if he stayed with Boston. See how they rigged the game right there? They rigged your loyalty, basically, by saying, we'll pay you more, you stay still. In part because they don't want all this player movement, which leads to player empowerment, which leads to something that they can't properly control. So I do understand the incentives there. But if you're Jayson Tatum, you're looking like, what's going to happen with Jaylen Brown? Brown re-signs with the Celtics. He gets 5 years, $295. Yeah, even Courtney in my ear said, whoops. I got a little chill on that one too, a little shiver. Anywhere else he goes, 4 years, $185 million, right? 1 year, basically $110 million difference. So if you do the math, including the logical math, not just the math by addition, yeah, logically, it sounds like he's going to stay right there, stay still. It's too much money to leave. So while Perk certainly has a point about Brown and Tatum failing to finally bring a title back to Beantown, even though they're still young enough where that's okay, you can't look past their success, but you also can't say that this team can get over the hump with those two right now as their centerpieces. So what's going to happen? The only way that you can see this happening, Tatum and Brown splitting up, is when he's a free agent. And that's 2024 for my man Jaylen Brown. All right, so now they're reporting it's a very good chance that he stays with the Celtics, duh. And a lot of more conversation about how to make this work. And is head coach Joe Mazzulla the man for the job? My questions to you are, do you think he stays still or do you think he's dipping? Do you think he's going to take less money just to be the alpha, to be the man, to be the number one instead of the 1B or the 2 to Jayson Tatum? And when is good enough, right? Like, y'all a damn good team, but I guess winning it all ain't good enough either. Greatness is not good enough either. Look, Nick Nurse just got a new job. Budenholzer, those guys have won championships recently, including everybody in the last 8 years, but Steve Kerr has lost their job winning the championship. So to chase a championship is to not chase security, which makes no sense. I hate the game when there's no objective scoreboard. I hate the game when it's just subjective, especially when the game doesn't reward success. Even if it's that close, it still should be rewarded.